Welcome back to my channel. This is the Land of Ash. If you are new here, I'm your girl Ash, short for Ashley. I always get confused, like, did you say that right? Yeah. Ash is short for Ashley. So nonetheless, by the end of this video, I hope you will consider subscribing to this channel, coming on to this journey of self-growth, self-healing, starting businesses, growing, family life, seeing the babies grow up, creating the life that I want, basically, all summing up into one. I've been trying to, that's something new. I'm trying to, give off, what y'all giving. But what I'm giving off on this channel, and basically some vlogs, and you're going to see the growth right on with that. Y'all going to go see me from here to all the way up there. So y'all, we are back for another weekly chat, weekly girl chat, weekly update with each other. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are doing good. How was your week? I hope you had a good week. I hope it was very productive here for you. I feel like I've been wanting to do stuff while I have this chit chat with y'all. But we're not gonna make that a reason for why I'm still not putting out these videos. Because remember last week I said I'm gonna give y'all some videos every week, even if it's just sit down videos right now, catching y'all up on what's been going on. I'm looking down. So, because right now I'm into, a while ago, because I got this from Ollie's. I had got these Quirkle masterpieces. This one was, I have two of them. Oh, this is the other one. Oh yeah, that's what it is. This was Quirkle masterpieces. This one is Quirkle icons. So it's just the people, it's different people. So the icons has Jim Morrison, Audrey Hepburn, Martin Luther King, Jimi Hendrix, Amy Winehouse, Nelson Mandela, Abraham Lincoln, James Dean, Princess Diana. Whereas the masterpieces has people Leonardo da Vinci. Oh no, masterpieces. So the Mona Lisa. What's another good known one? The Death Mask of Tutankhamun. I hope y'all can see that. David, The Birth of Venus. Honestly, a lot of masterpieces that I'm not even familiar with, but this was one of the ones I did. This one had to have been, what masterpiece was that? This was Venus de Milo. Was this masterpiece, and I had did this masterpiece as well. That was David. That was David by Donatello. Then there's a Michelangelo. Then there's a David, I think, then there's another David by Michelangelo. Oh, so two people did David, basically, because the Mona Lisa is by Leonardo da Vinci. I'm saying that right? Yes, I do believe. Yeah. Girl with a pearl earring. Yeah, it's just so it's coloring by numbers, but you color from dark to lightest. So each number, as you go to each number, it gets lighter. So 1 would be the darkest, 5 being the lightest. So yeah, these are those masterpieces to kind of give you an inkling, and then you seen the front of them to kind of give you an idea of what the masterpieces are supposed, or excuse me, the Quirkles are supposed to look like. So this is some quiet time stuff that I want to do, weird, not weird, but artsy stuff. I paint by diamonds, which I feel I need to get new ones from. I need to get new diamond paintings from Amazon. If that's something, if you just color, that's something tedious to do, y'all. So if you tedious stuff, you'll painting by diamonds. So those little diamonds are so small, and the slightest wrong movement, you can make a big mess and have those diamonds everywhere. But they come out so pretty. I wish I had one nearby to show y'all. So that's me doing that. So y'all, we just here to catch up from the week. It has indeed been an interesting week. We got our list, which isn't very long. So outside of me talking about these Quirkles, this video shouldn't be very long. So, um, let's see here. What are we to just start with? Cause I just got like random stuff of what's going on. Y'all, have y'all like, might not have like been able to take a good look at my face lately, but I have been breaking out like crazy. Like, look at all these, and I hope you can see them good. And if not, let me get up close. These literally, as you can see, I've literally broke out around in the same area, like right here as well. You see this dark mark, like y'all, it's, I don't like know and understand even what's going on. And I kept like even checking in with myself. I'm like, dang, like, am I stressed? And I feel like if anything, because I'm really getting into and becoming accustomed to, changing my mindset, and I'm already automatically just changing thoughts and already just having constant positive thoughts. I'm like, I know it cannot be stress, like out of nowhere. Like now, when I'm now getting to a place where it's just like, okay, that happened. All right, like, okay, like where I'm not necessarily stressing, and all of a sudden I'm, having what I'm thinking to be stress bumps, and stress breakouts, stuff like that. And then when I was talking to my sister, because I have like, y'all know, like they say, like basically, like if you kind of like want to live like the person that you want to live like. And so I'm like, what does that person look like? And that person is somebody who does work out on a regular basis. So I don't like just like try to like jump into it. Oh, I'm working out. No, I still like ease my way, into it. And so the goal right now is at least working out every other day. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I don't be too hard on myself. I just make sure, I follow up. And now that I follow up, I know I'm going to follow up. So if it doesn't, if 2 days go by and I don't work out, I just don't be hard on myself or whatever, whatnot. And I know I'm still going to work out despite the fact that maybe in a couple of days, like I haven't worked out. So talking to my sister, she had mentioned that, with the fact that, I'm breaking out, and it's kind of like, when you're sweating, some of those toxins, I very well may be right, very well could be wrong, but it does sound right. But, the toxins, everything else that's, just in your body, just coming out in that sweat. Not even gonna say necessarily everything, but I think y'all can get what I'm saying. Like, it's coming out in the sweat. And so that could have been, she was saying, why I'm, starting to see, these breakouts out of nowhere. Did my ladybug, is she moving that fast from me closing this window? Hold on, y'all. She's slowly moving, and she's slowly moving fast. She was like right here, and that just shows in this little bit of time of me coloring. I obviously just wasn't paying attention. Like, they move faster than what you think they move fast. Like, you don't see, like, it's like you really don't see ladybugs moving, and then they're in one place, and then boom, they're another. Okay, yeah, like she's moving right now, or he's moving right now. So that kind of like, okay, but as well, it also made me realize, like, maybe, I had ended up buying, what's the other one? Y'all know I was using like the CeraVe. What's the other one with the C? I'll put it like right here below because I can't think of it. I don't feel like getting up and just going to the bathroom to get it. But I had used that, and that also was like, could that be it? Could that change? Even though I have been using it now like for weeks, like I've been using it for weeks, and it could be just like, okay, even though I am working out, maybe it very well could just be the working out. Very well, maybe I need this to go back and sticking back to my CeraVe. Maybe that will do better with making, clearing my skin, and just the mixtures of maybe my body chemistry will work better with that while I'm working out versus this other product. It's a popular product. Like a lot of people use it. If they're not using CeraVe, they're using that one. So, but that doesn't mean that's because it's popular that it works well for you. So, that being that said, the girl has been like a little bit, self-conscious. Like I don't even just feel like, I don't know. I just have not been feeling very pretty girl-ish because I'm trying to get more active into being on social media. And if anything, when I say that, I just mean just like doing stories, because I can manipulate anything and like a in like a reel or TikTok or short, And not to say you can't do that in a reel, but like when it's like, like real time, and I really want to show me the real me does not wear makeup on a regular basis. And it's just like, filter me, please, because yeah, I don't like how I'm looking right now. Um, so I don't know where this, well, you do know where you're literally talking about it right now. It's coming from your face breaking down, just not feeling the prettiest. But at the same time, it's like, girl, you're not usually like, well, no. You have your moments where it's like, girl, we do not feel pretty right now. So, and that's just that, y'all. So, let me tell y'all what's been going on with work, because the girl was like thinking she was no longer up for this promotion. So, the DM, we have a new DM, and she's been spending a lot of time at our store. Because, like, I can't remember if I told y'all or just been talking about in previous vlogs, but, like, they have been really on top of our store and getting our store straightened up, on top and where it needs to be. So the DM spends a lot of time, at our store. And then as well, she doesn't, she let us know when we met her that she doesn't live far from our store. So it's nothing just for her to just, come in and, drop in on us or whatever or whatnot. So either way, one of my other coworkers had ended up having a conversation with her or whatever or whatnot. And they ended up kind of like low-key having a conversation about, what happened with the previous team lead, and then what she's looking for as far as a new team lead. And she had just basically told her that she was going to be hiring the team lead herself, and it was something else or whatever that I feel like that may not necessarily be worth mentioning, but it was just for the fact that she was going to be looking for she was going to be hiring the team lead herself. And so, granted, while I was sitting here like, oh, okay, like that may not, mean a darn thing for me, because what's supposed to be for me is for me, whatever. At the same time, I was like, oh, because mind you, I'm getting word that she's stepping in to see if she's stepping in for me to see if to work with HR to try to get me the pay that I am requesting. So when that came about, it was like, okay, all right, well, I can understand it. I can dig it why she may be, at this point. But I'm just like, okay, at the same time, the store manager, at that point, my supervisor, they demoted her, and then ended up, she ended up leaving altogether. She ended up finding a job like literally days after being demoted. So that was that. But anywho, I was just like, okay, like at the same time, like I'm thinking, things are being moved around so that I'm basically already chosen for the position. At this point, they're just trying to negotiate the pay so that I can get into this position. So, that was that. So I kind of like had went to my sister and I was like, look, like I'm thinking like, cause she had did a reading from me or whatever or whatnot, and based on what we were talking about, we had came to the conclusion, and based on that reading, that I did need to stay still. I did need to put a pause on looking outside of work, looking for jobs that I know that I really don't want to do, but just for the money, I'm willing to not honor myself. And something that that I'm learning that she's taught me along this way is, oh god, say this right, how I want to say it, but that basically you need to honor yourself. You need to, gosh, I really can't even put it into the words where I want to, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to say it wrong. But if you are if you want better, if you are are asking for something, and your worth, and and being confident in getting what you want, then you don't conform, then you don't settle, then you don't take something just for the benefit of in my circumstance, the money. Yes, I am manifesting more money. Yes, I am trying to get myself into a better predicament, but why don't I trust and allow the universe or God to let that happen for me instead of me trying to manipulate it and let that be? Because that's all I was doing. And at the same time, it kind of did make sense because I was kind of like, why am I getting this? Why am I not getting jobs that I know I'm qualified for, that I know there's no reason I should be getting? At the same time, it's like, how does God or universe know what to give me if I'm sitting here saying, oh well, I want to stay here, I want to grow here, but at the same time I'm like, oh well, give me this, give me this, give me this. And I knew at the same time I was only moving in those directions, not because those jobs I really want, or I thought I could be happy at those jobs. I was moving to those jobs or applying for those jobs because I was asking for more income instead of being okay with where I'm at, because I enjoy working where I'm working, and as well standing on what I stand on, which was that I was going to grow here and I would move up in the company, and trusting that regardless of even what the pay may look like now, that I will be taken care of, that I'm going to get exactly what I'm asking for. Yes, that may not necessarily be at Burlington, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be me doing a job that I don't necessarily want to do, that's going to make me unhappy. So either way, so she was just like, I don't think that, based on my sister, she was like, I don't think that you need to still do anything right now. She's like, I actually still don't know how things are going to work out, what things are going to look like. I don't think you need to. He was like, I think you should still stay still. I think you need to stay still, give it time, and then from there, then she's like, you'll know what to do. If you need to apply to jobs, then you'll know. You'll be led to do so. So I let things be or whatever, whatnot. And I just stayed focused on, what was for me, most of me. The position was for me. I was still going to get it. She just needed to do whatever she just needed to do on whatever that looked like. So boom, come to find out, boom, later on in the week, the store manager ends up coming to me, and he was like, that the DM was going to be coming the next day to have a meeting with me. Oh God, the anxiety from there. So he, basically gave me a signal, just to make sure I looked presentable, whatever. So mind you, like, I don't think he really, based on the conversation, I don't really think he really knew exactly what that meeting was going to entail. So that also gave me a little bit of anxiety, because I just hate interviewing. And so I was like, okay, it was like prepare for interview, or, kind of like just prepare for her to kind of let her know what her expectancy is, which really, all in all, that's what it kind of all up being. It kind of ended up being like an interview, but at the same time not necessarily, like, it was like a low-key interview, but not necessarily as like very in depth. Anxiety like all that day, because she didn't show up until like after my lunch or whatever or whatnot, which necessarily made sense, because at the beginning of the day it is like, we're trying to get the truck completed. More in the evening is when things, more in that later afternoon is when things have settled down, because we're just at that point just processing clothes and just trying to get the clothes ran out to the floor. So yeah, everything that I would have expected to go over, I would have had questions about, is what we had questions. I probably say the most interviewish of it was, her just asking me, why did I feel, or why did it was like, oh, either why did I want the position, or why did I feel like I'd be a good fit, for the position. So I probably say that that's, really where that was. Opportunities that I felt like I saw back there, that, what opportunities I saw could go happen back there. It just went well. It just went well. It's I don't want to put put it official into words and say that I have it, even though I do. Just because they're still trying to work out that pay. They're still trying to work out that pay thing. So that's that. I definitely think that prior to having the meeting with her, I definitely was just going back and forth, in my heart and just in my feelings, just in just how the way, things had just played out with the previous team lead and my, just my other coworkers or whatever or whatnot. And so meeting with her definitely like settled that a whole lot. I definitely feel like. And then I'm definitely seeing that as well, like, this position is definitely going to teach me a lot about myself, and as well I'm gonna gain new skills. It's just gonna bring another. It's just gonna help to bring certain things out in me that probably may need work, or that I could just exercise more. Um, yeah, so it's like I'm anxious, but I'm excited, at the same time for this new level of advancement in my career, to so to speak, because while I can lead, I've never really been in actual a leadership role. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. So that was going on with work, y'all. um I really don't think we have anything like else much going on or to talk about, to catch up on. Jada has her first game this Thursday. So actually, I am hoping, I actually have been trying to figure out, like, getting in black into vlogging since I am back, trying to get stuff, being trying to get back into getting, making content, making videos or whatever or whatnot, just like what my day looks like, or a week of a working single mom type of video, something like that. I don't know. Give me some feedback, maybe, of maybe like what y'all would want to see. Ashton has a birthday party as well on Saturday. So, all that just makes very interesting, for which, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a means of transportation is Lyft. So Lyft to the game, Lyft to the party, Lyft the same way back home. I don't know. Like, and then I know if that's the way that things roll, that's the way things roll. I'm just rolling with the punches and getting with what's to get with. Oh no, y'all. Let me tell y'all. One thing is so crazy that I keep seeing come across social media is the girls talking about how you be out here, men be out here dating you, but don't be dating you. They don't be taking you out on dates, because it was so crazy, because that's how I low key felt like about this guy. And I don't necessarily feel like I really know what that looks like, but I be tripping about this one guy, because like he kept hitting me, like we kept having the same conversations, like, what's your availability, what do you like to do, and we never got up. That the date never happened. So let me take a drink. Because the girl was just a little dry mouth, and that beer is so tasty. So y'all, I met this guy. Back in the summer. And matter of fact, I keep forgetting like when I started like at Burlington, because that really as well, when I met him, I had just started at Burlington, or I was doing Amazon. I don't know, one of the two, something of that nature of what was going on. Yeah, I want to say I was either about to start Amazon, or I was really about to. Yes, I feel like I was about to have. I was at Amazon already, and then I was going to be starting at Burlington. So we were just trying to figure. It was one of the two. Either way, it might have even been that. Honestly, y'all, it might have been I was about to start at Amazon, and I was just doing the deliveries and all that other stuff during the day, and we were just trying to, I don't even know. Either way, I was starting one of the jobs, and I'll let you know that this was like earlier in the year, springish, summerish type of thing. Met him I was getting like some groceries or whatever from Food Lion, and I don't know why y'all niece is crying, y'all, because I know y'all probably hear her. She hasn't came in and checked in with me, and clearly she isn't balling out crying, so I'm not about to. I'm leave that alone. Honestly, yep, I'm leave that alone. So she come check in with me. So, what happened? Yeah, met him at Food Lion. He approached me, whatever. Da 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 da. We ended up talking a couple of times on the phone. Wasn't really a lot, but we did like a lot of texting, because like his schedule like was he drove trucks. So I know like he was up very early in the morning. So then as well, he was like in bed late at night. And then I want to say he was like doing in real estate, he was, taking real estate classes or whatever. Like he was working on his real estate license. I think that's the best way like to really say it. So, yeah, we end up doing a lot of texting. Either way, he had kids, I had kids, whatever, whatever, whatever. Y'all, it really just did not end up getting very far on any type of like deeper level. I know at one point I was like, yeah, I don't know how much farther I'm gonna get with this dude. He was Sagittarius, and that Sagittarius energy, as much as I love me and Sag, I love me and Sag, sometimes that energy that they give can be like, this is what I don't do well with y'all, this is where I don't do well with y'all. So he he ended up like asking me like what I was looking for or whatever or whatnot. And I told him like, y'all know, like I'm fresh, like it honestly, it has not changed like much. Like, yeah, I yearn for like to have someone, whatever, whatever, but it's still like I want someone like look like on my terms, if like that makes sense. I'm not looking for like no full on like relationship. I want someone that I can kick it with, have fun with, maybe spend some nights with. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some grown stuff, whatever, whatever. Like have a good time. I call you, you'll be here. I call you, we can smoke up, have a couple drinks, meet up, like whatever. But it ain't nothing too serious. It ain't no pressure. Like you ain't pressing me to be on the phone with you and texting you. You ain't got to be good morning to me every morning and good night to me. Like it ain't even all that. So that's where I'm at with it. Either way, his response back to me was like, we were on a different page, basically. And yeah, basically, no, and I felt like that's what it was, and that makes me just want to curse him even more. I do believe he left it like, yeah, like we weren't on the same page, but we were going to further have a conversation about it. Further conversation never came. Y'all, I never heard back from him. Never heard back from him after that. Why did I hear from him earlier this week? Out the blue. Out the blue. And y'all was mad random because, of course, like with me being on these you get into these random job sites and like whatever, all these random, some legit jobs are texting, but of course these random crazy, like people spamming too. They spamming on the jobs, they frauding you on jobs or whatever. Like I didn't even tell y'all like when I went on the cruise that I had got scammed for a job or whatever and ended up losing like $300. Yeah. So anywho, so I just been really like really I that alone that's just been making I'm just on top of my stuff or whatever or whatnot. So either way, they text me and was like, is this, my name, is this Ashley? And I immediately was just like, I'm not going through this. Who is this? Who is this? Like the strategy, use that, try to be professional. Who's asking, Matt, like who's texting? Like, nah, I hope I was giving energy. Who is this? And he was like, basically, like he said who he was. We had met, at Food Line. I was like, oh wow, how random. And his response back was like, his response is basically like, yeah, the occurrence was random. And I was like, bruh, no. I'm not talking about how we met. I'm talking about how you randomly just hit me up out of the blue and I haven't heard from you in months or whatever or whatnot. And he like hit me on some stuff like, yeah, I happen think he was like, yeah, this is my new number. You have really impressed me and whatever, and I just had to reach back out to you. And I'm like, he was like, yeah, I had got the impression that basically, yeah, he put it on me. He was like, I got the impression that you weren't interested, whatever. He was like, but I wanted to kind of like reach out and like try again or whatever, something like that he said. And I was like, you got the impression that I wasn't interested in you, my nigga. Like I was responding back to you when you responded. We were actively talking. I'm waiting for you to take me out on this date that you keep asking me about, and your perception was that you got that I wasn't interested in you. So that's how I literally just told y'all. I recapped him. I said, well, it's funny that's how you came to that conclusion. I said, basically let me know how you came to that conclusion, because the last time I recall our conversation, was what I had just told y'all about the whole us not being on the same page. He never addresses like ghosting me, if you want to call it that or whatever. He just goes into, wow, he was like, dang, yeah, there you go, yeah, you know how to read me, like type of thing or whatever or whatnot, type something. Bazi, what is my new number? um Same like type of thing, whatever, like trying to, like, I want to link up, whatever. Honestly, y'all, I did not even respond to him because it was just like, so we're just gonna flat out sit here and ignore the fact that you literally, you're not gonna address the fact that why, how you came to that conclusion. You're not gonna address the fact that literally you basically ghosted me, whatever. So I didn't respond, y'all. He follows up with the, maybe for 2 days I might have got a good morning, or honestly maybe it might have been one day, the very following day I might have got a good morning, and I responded back, and it was like, how are you on this grand day or something like that. And I was like, I'm doing good, making this money, how are you? No response. No response. And that no response went on for about, like, no response to literally at that point, like, no longer initiating a conversation through text, no phone call, no nothing for like the remainder of that week. Even, well, now at this point, the chance is over. He can't now, because basically I blocked him. And it was just like what is going on? Because let's be clear, y'all, one thing I'm not gonna do, especially after, one, I let you know where I'm at, so that let you know, like, when we were talking then, that I'm not going to chase you. Two, that still has not changed. I'm not going to chase you, especially after you ghosted me, and now you're expressing that you want to talk back to me after you ghosted me. Do you think I'm going to chase you still? No. No, and that means I'm not even going to initiate a good morning or a hello or how are you doing. So it gets a good block, y'all. He tried to spin the block, and I almost let him spin the block one more time until I realized, like, bro, you still on this same stuff we've been on. We can't get past these grand rising texts. Like, sir, what? Please go on. So that was the Chronicles, y'all, of the dude that was dating me that never took me out on a date. Like, I don't understand, y'all, what is happening out here in these streets. Like, I keep telling y'all, it's giving X me now, X me right now. But at the same time, I've like low key been settling into, I hate that we didn't make it to forever. We probably ain't getting back together. And that's that, and that's all we had on this good old paper, because honestly that's really all that we had going on this week, y'all. Like, please let me know, like, first off, like, what is experience has been like for y'all, dating for y'all. It was, I don't think I ever, like, I feel like that's like a story time. And I never feel like I ever have like story time type stuff, but I feel like, because my sister was like, she called him like some type of angel. She's like, actually that might have been like some angel, might have been, I've never had like a angel come into my life and then like literally like disappear off the face of the earth. Y'all, I just have to tell y'all more about it. Like, it I would just have to tell y'all, like, that's like a story time. So I think honestly that's gonna be like my first story time ever, because I honestly felt like I never have had like an experience that was worth, or like story time worthy entertainment. Like, especially like some of the, I don't even really watch story times, my daughter does. So sometimes I watch like story times with her, and they be like good and juicy. And then as well, sometimes I just can't like remember like my stories in like into full details. So it just be like I can tell y'all a bunch of stories about how I used to get in trouble back in the day. I can tell y'all how, oh, excuse me, I was grown and got caught, with, I didn't, she didn't literally catch me in her bed, but like she knew that I was with my boyfriend in her bed. Yeah, and by her, that means my mama. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I was, ooh, yeah, y'all. So I think we're gonna make that a story time of how my first angel, that had to have been y'all. Like, I like, it was literally like a guy that was literally just trying to holler at me, and it was just what happened, y'all. I'll tell y'all in the story time. I'll tell y'all in the story time. And even then, I feel like it's not gonna be long because I don't know if I'll be able to like to give on like everything in the full detail. But even if it's not long, like just because I talked about it here, I'm going to talk about it later. So maybe that could be like a midweek video because we're gonna try to get this video out right now. Right now, because today is Sunday, and honestly, I was supposed to do this earlier, but we're still working on y'all. We're still working on managing our time and not getting distracted. I have an issue, y'all, with like, not yet. I have an issue. My problem is the fact that I'm getting got so behind on everybody that I watch on YouTube, and I've been trying to support, you know, the people on YouTube, especially a lot of my new like subscriber, not new subscriber people, but like people who are like newer to YouTube, trying to grow on YouTube. But then as well, like I've grown such a love for some of the people who, you know, who obviously have been on YouTube already and have established themselves. And yeah, it's so crazy. So I've been trying to find that fine line between doing that and then just trying to catch up with everybody on YouTube. So I think we have guests, and I think as well this is where we're going to end our girl talk, and we'll see y'all next week, either with another girl talk or possibly with a small little vloggy vlog. And on that note, because Journey is naked, so I'm pretty sure I have to put some type of emoji for her here from the waist bottom. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Don't forget to like the video if you didn't necessarily enjoy it as well. Talk to me down there in the bottom. Dating life, what dating has been like for you here lately. If you would like to hear about that story time about this angel that came to my life and literally disappeared. I feel like there was something else that we talked about that maybe I wanted y'all to talk about in the comments as well. I don't know, but of course I need y'all to give this video a big old like. You can't make it a big like, but just hit the like button real hard if you can, and subscribe to the channel. And we're gonna see y'all later. Say bye, Journey.